Welcome back to BU Tonight. We have a great guest tonight. He's a local comic, does a lot of great political humor. His name is Baratunde. He's the author of Better Than Crying, which is a great book. He's also got a ton of merchandise here. This man does absolutely everything. So please welcome Baratunde. Baratunde?
What's up, BU?
Welcome,
Thank you.
welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Yeah, thank you for being.
And can I just cut in before you say anything?
Yeah.
I want to say happy show anniversary.
Thank you.
BU Tonight. 24 shows.
24?
Really. So you guys at home, give it up. I'm going to be watching you. I'm checking your Facebook accounts to see if you're actually repping the show.
Unfortunately, only 2 episodes have been seen by human beings outside of the studio. So,
okay.
So it's like the big 2.
The big 2.
Yeah.
That's.
We just got potty trained. That's really what this
so
show.
You're not peeing on the floor anymore.
Right? You don't see below this desk right now, Baratunde.
I actually want to say this couch. It was really sad to see it go.
I know. You're sitting on a dead couch.
That's what I didn't want to think about that part of it.
Well,
actually,
think about it
very much. But I feel like you guys drove the couch to suicide. I mean, I've watched the show. You always like ragging on the couch. Everybody's hating on the couch. The couch is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
What would you do? I mean,
I said who's on first. Fucker said an actual name, not who. I mean.
He's got to know straight and absurd,
like,
right?
I'm gonna only take that shit twice. And then after that, if you kill yourself, fine. We can get a new couch.
It's all right.
We'll get dual leather chairs.
Wow.
It only took 4 minutes for me to forget about this couch.
Look at how quickly you
It was the
turned,
same when I got.
bastard.
It's the same when I got a dog in life. Like my dog died, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's terrible." And then like 3 days later, we had a new dog. I was like, "This new dog is way better."
Oh man.
It's all like adorable.
You're cold-blooded.
I know.
So you're cold. And Larry, the way you diss Larry like that, that's
I know. I have a book, In Cold Blood, actually about me. They made 2 movies about it.
Why are you always making up stuff?
This is
FEMA director. Now you wrote a book.
Well, you don't have any proof that I'm making this stuff. I'll ask you the top question right now.
Yeah, go
Better
ahead.
than crying, poking fun at politics, the press, and pop culture.
Yep.
Do you hate the troops?
Wow. Yes, I do. Yes,
Same with
I
me.
do.
We're on the same page.
It's about time to get off their lazy butts and bring some barrels of oil home with them.
Yeah.
You know?
I thought you were going to say bears home. I was like, no.
I know you got a thing about bears.
Bears of oil.
Yeah.
That would be terrifying.
Bears
filled
with
with oil.
That would be.
Now that's a dangerous game to hunt.
Let's do that.
Yeah, that's a great
I'd pay
game
money
to
to see that.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, good money.
Let's do it. Let's forget this whole comedy thing. Yeah. We don't need this anymore.
Nah, screw it.
Forget this couch, this show, everything about it.
But I do need the TV credit, so if we could just play this.
Yeah, we'll play it up. But you've been doing comedy for how long?
4.5 years. I'm almost 5.
Almost 5.
I'm almost 5. Yeah, I'm like that little kid.
So you're no longer wetting yourself.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
see?
That's right. That's right.
I'm working my way there.
Good.
I'll probably be peeing myself till 10, so on this show. But you do a lot of political humor, so I'd imagine the problem with doing political humor is that you only have a 2-week window to do it, and then it's like, it's done.
That it is a challenge. You have to constantly be writing with political jokes, not only because events change, but because politicians find new and impressive ways to suck on such like.
Luckily, you've had administration sucking for 6 years, so
it's actually it's almost it's not even fair.
It's not.
You know?
It's not
because it's like there's fish in a barrel. I got a bazooka.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like okay, I read a press release and there's a joke right there. It's
right there.
awesome.
You don't even have to do that.
Much. Sometimes it's a little easy and other times it's extra hard.
Yeah.
Because they make it easy. You're like, well, everybody else is gonna do that joke.
Yeah.
So you gotta.
Now, doing political humor, I imagine the problem is that you're going to have audiences that are not all agreeing on certain topics in politics. Do you have that problem that you've been, playing the South, which you might be doing?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. Big.
I played the Giggles Hut in Georgia.
Huge.
Tough place.
Yeah.
Tough crowd.
Yeah.
But I imagine
South Charleston is my home.
Is it?
Represent? No.
No.
Not at all.
See, it's filled with lies.
Represent, yeah.
This whole thing is just, you put this on a resume and people watch it and they're like, where is he from?
Yeah.
Does this studio even exist?
It's
an abandoned warehouse.
I did a show in Auburn, Mass.
Yep.
At a steakhouse, which is,
nice.
if you ever have a chance,
go to the steakhouse.
Go to the steakhouse. And I was joking. Okay,
yep.
I start off my set. I'm like, any George W. Bush fans here?
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, W. Okay.
Yeah. It's never good to do a show where they all have steak knives either.
That is true. That is true, especially when I look like a steak.
Yeah.
You know.
I did a logging competition in Maine. All have chainsaws. Not a good crowd to make fun of Bush.
Actually, I did a great show in Rhode Island last week, and the crowd was mostly right-leaning people.
Yeah.
And I won them.
Really?
And, but I need time.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do a 5 minute. If you give me 5 minutes, they're gonna shoot me.
Yeah.
At the end, because they have guns. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like
they're all packing in the comedy clubs.
They've got the licenses. They're ready. You know, just for me. But if I've got like 40 minutes, then I can like set them up.
Yep.
Like, you know, so it was actually really, it was a good test to see that I'm not limited to an incompetent group of leaders.
Yeah. But when you're not playing the South, as we've talked about, this South career that is going on, you recently did the New York City Underground Comedy Festival. Now tell me about how you got into it, and tell me everything. I want your career.
I was born in 1977.
No, go farther back. Were parents consummated where?
This is true. You know, I don't even know.
Oh.
I do know this. When I was born, I peed on everything. Straight out the room.
May as well.
On all the doctors, and I laughed.
Yeah, as you should. Mark your territory.
It was a great thing. I thought my mom was lying, and then I saw the footage, and it was beautiful.
Really? Yeah. That's great. Watching the clips of you peeing everywhere.
I sent in the New York Underground Comedy Festival, happens in New York City, obviously, and I sent in my application last year.
Right.
And they accepted me. In fact, I was nominated for something called the Bill Hicks Award.
Wow.
Bill Hicks is a great comedian, for those who don't know, really political.
That was hardly known throughout most of his career.
Exactly.
Great award.
Famous after his death.
I know, it's great.
And his mom actually selected me and a few other comics to compete for the final award.
Wow.
I couldn't make the show because actually my mom got really sick then, and she ended up passing away during that time. So that's not funny at all. I'm not here to bring that up. But you did kill a couch.
So shirts, you got shirts here.
But what was nice is the next year they let me come back without having to go through the whole process.
Yep.
And the people who run it really hooked me up. I got to perform at the Gotham Comedy Club.
Yep.
It's beautiful. Comedy Central shoots there for Live at the Gotham. You guys should check that out.
You should.
In fact, I think John Hodgman has been on that show.
Yeah, he has been on that show.
Yeah, it was a real honor to just roll with the New York comics and bounce show to show. And I did a show with Judah Friedlander.
Really?
Yeah, I got to follow Judah Friedlander. That's awesome.
Crazy. Did you hug him like everyone does?
He's a little dirty. I don't know.
Yeah. a little scruffy.
He's a little scruffy. No, he didn't want to be hugged.
Yeah. It's a little weird when you're in New York, though, because there are so many great comedians. You're walking into a pizza place, and you'll see like some of the best comedians in the world there.
That's true.
And they're like 4 people.
I saw Rachel Dratch at supper on the Lower East Side.
Wow.
She was just being normal and stuff, too, just like
crazy.
eating. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you're above eating,
I know,
Rachel Dratch.
I didn't know you ate.
Water?
What's up with that?
Yeah, you don't need that. But let's talk. You have some merchandise.
I'm a whore.
You're a whore.
I'm a whore.
Tons of merchandise, T-shirts, which we will cannon at the audience in a little while.
Yeah, I'm looking at.
We'll shoot the couch again. Beat a dead couch, of course.
I also want to give a shout out to Kyle's parents.
Yeah, Kyle's parents.
Mike and Mary. They're beautiful people.
Yes, Mike and Mary.
Mike and Mary. Kyle's a writer for the show. This guy's a sophomore. He doesn't know what's next.
He doesn't know.
He has no clue.
Spiraling down.
He's still
if he looks at this
optimistic
guy,
about life.
It's the gutter.
Yeah.
It's a sloppy gutter.
Clearly.
With probably bed bugs. They're probably, harboring there.
Yeah.
But you got any shows coming up?
I do. On November 24th, the day after Thanksgiving, when you guys are all gone, I'll be at the Comedy Studio in Harvard Square. And then December 8th and 9th, it's a Friday and a Saturday, December 8th and 9th, Comedy Studio, Harvard Square. You can find me on Facebook, friend me there. I'm on the MySpace, but I guess you guys do maybe Facebook a little bit more? I don't know.
We don't know what a computer looks like here. I mean,
really?
Yeah.
My mailing address is 955.
Yeah, you can Pony Express him if you'd like.
Exactly. Carrier pigeons are all
pigeons,
good.
Which will carry the bird flu, which is what we're also trying to do here.
Oh, way to call back.
Yeah,
this guy's got a future.
Got a future
yeah,
in
way
the
to
gutter.
go, kid.
A future dead in the gutter. But I want to thank you for being on the show. You can pick up the book, Better Than Crying. Go to Amazon.com for this shit.
Amazon.com, Baratunde.com. Any .com out there, you can find me. I'm a whore.
Yeah,
I'm a
you
whore.
can go anywhere. Yahoo.com, home site of Baratunde.
That's right. That's right.
Google.com.
They're renaming
anywhere.
all this stuff next. By the time you guys see the show, it'll all be me.
The man is everywhere. But I want to thank you for being on the show. Baratunde, everybody.
Christian.
No.